looking at lesson 42. So let's all turn there, please. We're on page 139. And we are looking at symbols of inclusion today. And then where division goes in orders of operation. Okay? So let's start first with symbols of inclusion. We've been talking about a whole bunch of different ways to write multiplication. But one of the ways we haven't talked a whole lot about yet is with parentheses. Okay? So if we look at that first part, A, B, and C, you've got 4 and 5. Okay? So what's the product of 4 and 5, Portia? 20. Beautiful. So we have a million different ways to write the product of 4 and 5 to get 20. You guys know the old school way with the X, right? 20. We can abbreviate that a little bit to make it a little prettier. Give it a dot. Then we can also put both of them inside parentheses. When you've got parentheses next to each other, that means multiply. Okay? If you have a number, make sure I do it outside the parentheses, but there's nothing in between the number and that parenthesis, that open parenthesis, that also means multiply. Okay? And last but not least, if we've got that parenthesis with a number behind it and nothing in between, again, that means multiply. Okay? So we have 5 different ways that we can write multiplication. Whose great idea was that? Nobody's quite sure. There's really 5 ways to write the same thing, kind of silly, right? However, you have to know, be able to recognize that anytime you see it written in one of these 5 ways, it means multiply. Right? So if we look at this one, if we changed it and put that plus sign in between 4 and that parenthesis, this guy changes everything, right? That means I'm just going to add 4 and 5. That'll be a completely different answer than 4 times 5. Okay? So if it's sandwiched right up next to it, and there's nothing in between separating them, bread's touching the bread, right? We multiply. Okay? Questions on that? Pretty easy, right? Alright, so one of the things that we are going to look at with parentheses, okay, we know them all, is that we're going to have in our order of operations that P comes first, right? PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S, please excuse my dear Sally. Parentheses, exponents, what? Multiply, divide, add, subtract. Good. Okay, so if we look at the first example, and it says to simplify, your job is going to be to look at these numbers, figure out your order of operations, and simplify. Okay? So please, parentheses is what is always going to come first. Whatever you see inside of parentheses, we can simplify. Okay? Parentheses make life easy, because you just look for them, take care of what's inside, and then we can move forward from there. So we have a set of parentheses right here, right? Inside the parentheses, it says 3 times 5. So what is 3 times 5? 15. So what I like to do is just drop it, keep it inside your parentheses, because you don't want to change the action, and just put your 2. Now, because of this one here, we know that that means multiply, right? So those 2 are still associated. So if we drop everything else, okay, keep it going, 2, and then parentheses, what's 15 minus 3, Portia? 12. Good. So we've taken care of our parentheses. You can keep it inside parentheses. Now our next step, we're going to simplify further. We did our parentheses. We don't have any exponents. What do we do next? We multiply. Do we have to multiply anywhere here? So, we know if it's next to the parentheses, that means multiply. So, Jamaica, what's 15 times 2? 30. Good. So we can drop our 30. Keep all of our signs. So 4 plus 30. Okay, this 2 is multiplied here. So before we can add anything here, we have to take care of our multiplication. So Portia, what's 2 times 12? 24. Plus 24. Good. And when I add 30 plus 24 plus 4, what do I get? 58. Good. 58. Alright, so I want you guys to practice showing your work. Okay, again, we're constantly working down the page. So, show your work. You want to do it like you guys sometimes do, I know you guys like it, when you put the stuff underneath, just work down, okay? Show me step by step how you're doing and what you're doing, okay? Make sense? Another example? We've got 8, 20, Alright, so where am I going to start, Tamika? Parentheses, good. So which one do you want to do first? Okay, and what is that? It is, yeah. So 8, that's 17, can stay in my parentheses, got a minus. Portia, you're up next. 17 minus 11 plus 3. 17 minus 11. Plus 3. 9. Good. So I've got a 9. Okay, the 2 is next to it. So let's leave that. Plus 5. So Tamika, what's my next step?
9 times 2.
9 times 2 is? 18. Good. So put my 18. Drop the sign. Plus 5 is easy. Portia, you got the hard one. 8 times 17. What's 8 times 7?
No, I'm supposed to be there.
Sorry. What's 8 times 7? What is it?
49.
Not quite. That's 7 times 7.
4.
Not quite.
Huh?
8 times 7. Oh, was a full answer 8 times 7? Yeah. Huh? Good enough, Brad, Mika?
136.
Which one of the two?
136.
8 times 7. 56. Carry that 5. All finished? Yes. Alright, thank you. What's 8 times 7? 56. Put the 6. Carry the 1. 8 times 1 plus 5. Portia. Ah! 13. Good. So there was Jamaica ahead of us. 136 minus 18 plus 5. So that's me. Pick up right where we left off. We're just doing symbols of inclusion. Multiplication when we've got parentheses. If there's nothing between the parentheses and the number, that means multiply. So we took care of our multiplication here. Now we just have to do our math. 136 minus 18. 118 plus 5. 123. So our answer there will be 123. Okay, so those parentheses are what we call our symbols of inclusion. It helps us know what we need to include. Okay? Should we do one more example of this? Because we get a little bit further and a little bit more crazy, we start to add in brackets. Okay? Brackets are another form of parentheses. Okay? Brackets are just so that we can put sets of parentheses essentially inside parentheses, but that would get really confusing, so we got to use a different symbol. Okay? So let's look at an example. We have 24 minus 2.
So what bracket mean? Multiply twice?
Yep, we'll get there. Let me put this example up and hopefully it'll make sense, okay? Okay, so now, with our brackets, that means the 2 is next to the bracket, and everything inside the bracket is going to be multiplied by 2. Okay? So inside the bracket is kind of a little sub-problem. Little sub-problem. You have to do the problem inside the brackets before you can move forward outside the brackets. Okay? So anything outside the brackets, we can just write 24 minus 2 bracket. Now let's try and take care of some of the stuff inside the bracket. So crochet 5 minus 2. 3. So let's leave our 3 in parentheses. Mika, what's next?
What she just did?
Oh,
What is it?
what is next? We said we're always going to take care of parentheses first. So crochet took care of our first set of parentheses. What should you do?
Okay.
2. Right? Next set of parentheses, right? And then we've got the plus 3 and close our bracket. Okay? So anytime you open something, you gotta make sure you close it. We opened a parenthesis, we closed it. We opened a parenthesis, we closed it. We opened a bracket, we closed it. Okay? So, Destiny, what next? 2 times 3, exactly. We gotta do the multiplication. We're still working inside that sub-problem of the bracket. Multiplication comes first. So Destiny, what is it? 6. So now, rather than write out the whole thing again, what would be the bracket number, Crochet? What's going to be inside my bracket? Because I rewrote the problem here with 9 brackets. Good. 9 is going to be inside my bracket. She did the 6 plus the 3, so 9 is in the bracket. We've got the 2 on the outside. So 24 minus 2 times 9. 2 next to the bracket means 9. So 24 minus 18 equals 6. Alright, so that's how brackets work. Make sure the bracket next to multiply, don't let that confuse you. Do the parentheses first, and everything inside the bracket is kind of like one big set of parentheses. Okay? Questions on that? Not too confusing, just a little bit. Make sure we open and close everything. No?
So the bracket just didn't work inside the parentheses first.
Yep. It's kind of like a problem inside a problem. Same way with parentheses. This is a problem inside a problem inside a problem. Right? Because we always have to start with our parentheses.
Why do they, what are we going to come to in life that's like this?
Well, like specific examples in like everyday life. Well, knowing like when you read a document or something, if something's put in brackets, even in like English and stuff, you know, whenever you open a parenthesis, you gotta close parenthesis. So any day you write an email, you open a parenthesis, you gotta close it in an email for it to be correct. You're not gonna ever write an email in lines. No, you're never gonna work on a computer and write a document.
No.
Well, when you write a letter, if you open a parenthesis.
Why we have to have parentheses?
If you're writing good English, you'll probably include a set of parentheses and notes. And in math, knowing this stuff, who knows? Maybe you'll be a PreAlgebra teacher someday like me.
Oh no.
Oh no. Alright. You will, just knowing how the parentheses function, if there might be parentheses on the store sign somewhere, or they'll put parentheses to tell you like a % off or something like that. So you will see them. Not too frequently, but frequently enough that it's good to know. Good question. Okay, let's do one more example with our brackets just to make sure that we understand these guys. Okay, we've got 33 minus 2. Okay, so I opened the bracket, closed it. I opened parenthesis, closed it. I opened parenthesis, closed it. So I've got all that taken care of. I'm pretty sure I copied it right. So, where do we want to start? Destiny, please start us off. Is 15. Okay. Mika, what's next? We can do that. Okay. What is it? Think about the clock. 15, 30.
41,
3 next to it, so she did that. Portia, what do you want to do next? Right up here, what do you want to do next? Okay, what do you get? 10. Take it a step further for me. 10. 30. Good. Minus. Right? This is all
4 times
inside my brackets. 45 minutes minus 30 minutes. How many minutes you got? 15 minutes. So 15 is what ends up being inside my bracket. Now we can look back at what we've got out here. The 2. We did. Yep. We have the 33 minus. Destiny's turn. Destiny. 33 minus 30. Our whole answer. Took all of that to get down to 3. Okay. But again, make sure we show our steps. Show our work. Okay. I want to see your work. I know that you can do some of this in your head. Okay. However, so that we make sure we don't make mistakes and to show me that you know how you're doing it and I can see your process, you gotta show your work. Show your work. Okay? I'm looking at a few of you in particular because you like to just do it on the paper and not show anything. All 3 of you are guilty as charged. Okay? So, show me your steps so that I can see your process. I need to make sure that your process looks good. If you just put the wrong answer, I have no idea where we're messing up. Okay? So if you show me that you know how, we have no problems. Okay? And if you show me that we get a wrong answer, then we can figure out how to fix it. Okay? Good. Alright, that brings us to division in order of operations. Oh gosh. Alright, so the division rules in our order of operations. And we know first we have to simplify our symbols of inclusion, our parentheses. Next we multiply, and then divide, add, and subtract. Okay, so you guys have this down. Let's just add some divisions for now. Okay, so love examples. Let's do another example. We've got 5 plus 12 divided by 2.
I'm using tissue in your house.
I don't actually have any tissue, but I'll grab you that. Okay, so help me out. Where do I start, Jamika? Help me out, Jamika. Where do I start? 5 minus 2, which is 3. So she's given me the 3. My 2 is right outside of it, so let's leave it. Okay? Portia, you're next.
What?
What do I do? Jamika took care of the end. What do you want to do next?
4 minus 6.
Okay? Look at what.
Multiply.
Okay, multiply. What do you want to multiply?
I get 3 times 5.
3 times 4. So?
12 minus 2 is...
Well, no. Look at where that 2 is.
Oh, we already did it. 12.
Okay, 12. Okay, Destiny, what do you want to do next? You want to do that end part where Jamika was working? Okay? So 2 times 3 is what? Minus 6. Okay, Jamika, what do you take next? Let's drop one sign. Which 3? She did that. Yep, she did this. We dropped it down. So we have this part left is what we haven't taken care of.
So, not counting the 30 plus 2.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay, because this 2 is next to a division sign, we can't do this math until we've taken care of the division. If you ever see this divide and multiply, if you want to put these in parentheses, to know that you have to do that first, be my guest. Okay, so we took care of the 3 times 4. Now what do we need to take care of next? 6. What did you do?
12 and 2.
12 divided by 2. Good. So we've got the 6. We drop him down. What next, Portia?
5.
5. Good. Plus 6. 12 minus 6
Oh,
first?
6.
6. So what's 11 plus 6?
17.
17.
Oh my
So,
God.
all that stuff, got to 17. Okay? Questions? Comments, concerns? Alright, we've got 4 practice problems, A, B, C, and D. Make sure you show me your work. Show me all of your work. And I will clear you like normal. Okay? So, practice A through D. Let's get working.